Good evening and welcome to live coverage of Rafa Elhagen versus Mohamed Fawzi in the losers bracket section of the International Championship. We've just watched a great match between Jamie Anderson and Mohamed Fawzi, and Mike Mora. And Mike Mora was victorious and went through to the final. And now we looking to decide who will play Anderson in the semi-final playoff. So the winner of this match between Rafa Elhagen and Mohamed Fawzi will play Jasper Koosman, and the winner of that match will play Jamie Anderson in the semi-final playoff. And the winner of that match will go through to the final in a few days' time, or it's whenever that arrives. All matches now up until the final will be first to four. Losers bracket only play a first to four match. And we have Rafa Elhagen versus Mohamed Fawzi. And of course, Mohamed Fawzi has been the most successful of the two this season. And Fawzi has won at least, I think, 4 titles so far. And he's already in a final and a semi-final still. So he's showing some form. Although he did get beat off Jamie Anderson 6-1. So it is in him to have a bad game. Rafa Elhagen, of course, is in the Northern Ireland final, I'm pretty sure. So he's obviously, that shows you Rafa, he's not just making up the numbers. And it'll be interesting to see if Rafa can get his game going. Because he does have a certain way of playing, Rafa. And if he can embrace the way he plays, he does pretty well, and he can be a problem to certain players. But it's about leaving any chances open to his opponent, Mohamed Fawzi, who has the game to be devastating, and it's second only to Jasper Koosman in terms of penetration and success. But he's already 42 points to 1 up, 41 points the difference now. He's on a 38 break, Mohamed Fawzi. Early days, of course, it's 0-0. But it's only first to 4. So a good start would be welcome by Rafat's team, if that was possible, just to get a bit of momentum and just put a little bit of pressure onto Fawzi. I think he has options into this bottom middle pocket or top left, either side of the white. Just about choosing which one, if he does have an angle for any of them. He's gone for this red, but he's not got it, but he's played it in a way where he's snookered completely Rafa Elhagen. So great shot to nothing there by Mohamed Fawzi. And those are the extra touches that make all the difference between a successful player and a losing player. Just those little touches, the extra percentage or extra time you put in to where the ball lands, not necessarily missing pots, but making sure you kind of have some control of the cue ball and you can dictate as best as possible where you want that cue ball to be once you've taken the shot. As Rafat tries to get out and hits the blue on the way, but he's not left anything on, so that's the only plus, but he could find himself back in play here. And quite a few players watching here tonight. Ronnie Temple, Ken Hopper, Jasper Kuzman, again, waiting to see who he's going to play. And obviously he can kind of gauge each player's game and see where the strengths and weaknesses are. Rafat just takes the white into the safety zone. Will Mohamed Farsi be looking for a devastating, quick, brutal, murderous win tonight? Or will Rafat hold onto him and cause another scenario to happen? Red into the bottom middle here for Rafat, who has a chance. And he's managed to squeeze a shot, a chance here out of Farsi. So good play by Rafat. But the next step is to make sure he takes these chances. Red goes into the bottom right-hand pocket. Has the pink, but not a great angle. Could have been better. Has the yellow as a safety net if he wants it. No. And that's an example of where Rafat lets himself down. Obviously, the crucial element of that period of play was the fact he didn't get great position on the pink and forced him into a much more difficult shot. Farsi now has the table, red into the bottom middle. You're going to cut this pink in, a very slow pace, so he can stays on for this red near the black spot. Then he can screw back here, screw back and northwest towards this left-hand cushion for the black into the same pocket for this next shot. And has he gone too far? He has. So slight mistake there by Mohamed. He's blocked himself from potting that black, and he's left himself close to the left-hand cushion. That means any shot now will be much more difficult. And he's going for this blue. It looks like it's just a slightly straight pot. He's hit it with pace, but he's not got it. The fact he was on the left-hand cushion was the issue. Takes away any some control one has of the white. Rafat doesn't want to disturb those reds. Just wants to keep it pretty safe. But that's not turned out very well for him. Misjudged the pace of hitting that, and the red has landed out in front of the top right-hand pocket, which Mohamed Farsi pots and now has the blue into the centre pocket. Has an angle, of course, to move into these reds, and he has done. He's got a red into the top left. Could have been better, but it's doable. Mohamed should pot it, and Rafael again already says good game. Rafat needed snookers and presumed that he was going to lose that match on that shot, but Mohamed missed it. Ideally, Rafat will wait until the game is fully confirmed, but he's missed that red anyway, and that will be the end of this frame. So Mohamed Farsi, as expected, begins well and takes the first frame. With that pot, we'll seal it, and he can just touch the pink and move on. So frame one to Farsi. Needs 3 more. First to 4. And if we give the benefit of the doubt to Raphael Hagen, we can say we just needed a better time to get used to the table. You can say that with both players. But Rafat must start making inroads if he can and frustrating Mohammed and not giving too many chances, because Mohammed will just sweep them up. And that's what Rafat has to do. Play his game, which is to play extremely cautiously and to take advantage of any chances he gets. But his first point of call is to not give his opponent any chances. Now the clock's going down here as Mohammed Fawzi comes to the table. And he went for that. That's not an easy shot to take. It's casual shot. Maybe the fact that he left it, he only had a few seconds to play his match. Maybe that forced him into just trying that and he didn't have time to concentrate. But that's down to him. That's down to him and his own home setup. And if he has interruptions and stuff, that's obviously something he needs to be aware of and be able to control as much as he can when he's involved in a game. Of course, he could have just let it time out if he wanted to, and everyone has 3 timeouts, of course. Motorbike in the background. Yellow now for Rafat, and he's just got to pick away and get as many points as he can. Now, if you have a look at Rafat's potting record, just take a quick look at that. He's made 67 50 breaks, 12 60 breaks, 3 70 breaks, and 5 80 breaks. He's not got beyond the 80s. His highest break is 89, and he's played roughly about 10,000 games, over 10,000 games. So he's very familiar with a 50 break, is Rafat, so he can put some conclusive breaks down if needed. But obviously, after 10,000 games, he's not mastered the centuries yet. But he's a good match player, Raphael Hagen, and that's where his strengths are. Frustrating his opponent. He's going to have to play safe here now. If he went for the blue and potted it, then he could play safe if he wanted. But depending on if he can pot that blue, and if he misses, then it will give a slight advantage to his opponent who can make the safety. But he has an opportunity to make a snooker here, and that's what he's looking to do. Not to give any chances to his opponent, Mohammed Fawzi, and that's the right state of play, or the right angle or way to go for Rafat initially. Mohammed will just play the traditional shot of a roll-up into the pack and doesn't offer Rafat anything. So Rafat can either just tap the reds, or the other option, which some players make, is to screw back off the red. It's quite a relatively easy shot from there, but just to judge the pace right and try and land as close to the right-hand cushion on the other side of the table as possible. But plays tapsy and just moves into the reds, just taps the reds with no option of opening anything up. Very cautious play, and Mohammed might do that as well. Some players like to do what Mohammed has just done, and which is basically just to stay in the same position, but just push a red out into the table, but in a safe position. And was that a foul? It looks as though that may have been a foul and he hit the pink first. That's interesting. And that's not a great shot by Mohammed. And another chance here by Rafat. Well played, Rafat. And it's digging out these little pieces of opportunity. That is Rafat's bread and butter, but that's not a great shot. Foul into the pocket. Nothing on though, so safety here for Mohammed. 16 points to 4 for Rafat so far in his second frame. First to 4, International Championship. Looks like it's got a good white here. There's Fawzi. Nicely on the right-hand cushion. And the reds are quite narrow, going down the spine of the table. So Rafat will have to be careful here to make sure he gets the right touch, not too thick, not too thin. And that looks like not too bad. Nothing's immediately on. So Mohammed will be playing safe. Put him maybe right-hand side on this. No, he's just pushed the red into the pack. The white is a very poor white. White is right in amongst the red area. And let's give another chance to Rafat. And he gets the red. Now the reds are quite open now, so if he doesn't have, he has an angle on the green. Obviously the pink is there as well on the yellow, but the green is probably the best angle to move into the reds. But instead of doing that, he can make a snooker and wait for a better chance. But that is a pretty decent chance on the green, though, to go into the pack. Perhaps he doesn't feel confident of doing it. Looks as though he's going to play a snooker behind the yellow here. Oh, and that's not a great shot by Rafat. Just hit it too straight and it's pushed the yellow out and exposed the white to the reds. So this is a much more easier shot for Fawzi now to make and to put Rafat in trouble. Reds look good. Now, will the white be a good white? Not too bad. Nothing's left on, but Rafat has a chance now. You can see all the open reds and can judge the safety shot he needs to make. Again, look, the white arrives in the open, not really behind any colours. Possible chance here for Fawzi in this red and the top left-hand cushion. He's got it, I think. No. Looks as though he had it there when he first hit it, but just went off too much. And now a chance for Rafat. Now the problem here is the black is not available. He's going to have to come down for the pink and blue. Could have tried putting that red to the right of the black and following through to open the black up, but it would have been risky. He wouldn't have guaranteed colour. Whereas coming up into the bulk area, at least he has some options. And now he might play a snooker. So he's decided to play that snooker on the brown he was looking at earlier. He feels he can do it better. He's got to get the pace right, though. I would say 5 or 6 pace, but wasn't able to get behind that brown. So the only good thing about that shot is, or where he's left it, is that it's near the cushion. It slightly limits control for Mohammed, but you can see all balls. And what they're looking to do is to try and get the white behind either the yellow or the pink, or maybe hit the brown and to get behind the green and cause problems. Again, the white is left just before the bault line, but exposed to all the reds. And Rafat here has a thin cut to make on this red, and go of 2 cushions, and that will take him towards the pink and the yellow, and that pink, blue, yellow triad might come in useful and is the target that the players maybe are making. But he's hit the pink, and the white goes through. I'm just going to quickly refresh the page if you're watching on YouTube, because it's slightly slow. Sometimes this happens as we just quickly move back to the game. El Hagen on the table, and there's a red. It looks as though Mohammed went for the red on the top left-hand cushion, but didn't get it, and he's left it open for Rafa El Hagen. So he gets it, but and that's a bad place to be. Didn't want to be there at all. Just got it on, just hit it a bit too thick, maybe. Can just about see the black, and he can send that white back down to the bulk area again. 21 points in front, El Hagen. That looks quite nice. Maybe a bit too much. That's doable. We can only see 1 or 4 reds there, I think. Yeah, Mohammed really only 1 board to go for here. And that's the red above the black. Now, can he hit the brown? No. So that's a good target. The pink or the brown, either side. That will cause some problems for the opponent if they can get round there. Obviously, they can go towards the top right-hand area of the table and try and get behind the yellow and blue. But the key is to try and force their opponent not to be able to hit the reds directly on, as they're doing now. That's a nice touch by Rafat. Got a hit the edge. That's given a slight chance here to Mohammed. Has an angle here for this red. Pots it, but again, no real advantage made from that. Has the blue into the top left, or he has opportunity to make a snooker. He's gone for the blue. He's potted it. That's a great shot. And that's an example of what Mohammed has, and not many other players can do that with consistency, but that was a very good shot on the blue. It's opened him up now, and now Mohammed has control of the table. Now the only problem is the black. is the only ball he has to work with. He has the blue, of course. Black goes in, has reds into the centre pocket or bottom left. Centre pocket, it looks like it's going to be, and he's just going to hold or slightly screw back for the black again. Oh, he's done it. He's screwed back too much. This is a much more difficult shot, and he potentially could hit cannon off the red. And if he misses it, he could leave it on for Rafa. If he gets the pot, then he could continue and probably make the break. But he's deciding to go off into the bulk area, maybe the blue, and put the white safe. And he's going for the brown. So cautious play there by Mohamed Fawzi in the second frame of this International Championship LB3 round match. Losers bracket 3. First to 4. Winner plays Jasper Koosman. And Raphael Hagen. I hit it too thick, not enough pace. And Fawzi has the chance here. Fawzi's safety shot earlier has done him well. Forced Rafat to make a faux pas, but again, he's not made much of it. He's going to have to probably play safe again here. So 20 points to 19. So it's a low-scoring frame. And that's because, partially, I would say, Rafat tries to make it like this type of a frame. It tends to morph into this type of a frame when playing Rafat. So Rafat will be relatively pleased. He's still in play here, still with a good chance in this frame. It's not settled in any way, as Rafat plays a shot to nothing and arrives in quite a nice position. It's a good example of Rafat's style of play. And going with any shot will always have that cautionary tale, but it's not done very good when you've got a player like Fawzi who can play shots like that. Centre pocket with the red. And now Fawzi has a chance to put Rafat in some deep trouble here. If he wants to. Just hit the brown. Doesn't want to pot the brown, of course. And they hit it against the cushion. So Rafat in a lot of trouble here now. Shouldn't be difficult to hit the reds, but going to be very hard to keep them safe. He might try and go for this loose red. And he's hit it quite hard, and he's missed it. He's coming back, but he's going to miss it again. So he's had to sacrifice 4 points. So Mohamed has put Rafat back into play. So Rafat can just play the red onto the cushion, the left-hand cushion, or towards those reds if he wants. That would be the basic shot to play here. Safe shot. He doesn't have much control because the white is tight on the cushion, and that's what he's done. But he doesn't want the red to bounce. Could have been better, could have been closer to the cushion. Mohamed now can try shot to nothing here. Take the white down towards the bulk area, but attempt the shot on the red. Maybe he didn't even try that. I think he just played a safety shot there. Three balls left in this second frame. Excuse me. 6 points to difference in favour of Mohamed Fawzi. 51 on the table. And that was a shot to nothing. Rafat tried, and now you see relatively safe. All reds in a line there. As they reach the black spot. Now that black, he'll probably do it from the left side here. Similar shot. Can't obviously go for the shot, so we'll just play safe. And did he hit the right red there? Did he miss the red he was going for? Put too much left-hand side? Although it didn't seem he put left-hand side on, so perhaps he meant that. But he was lucky not to leave that red near the black now, exposed. And maybe Rafat can still see it. He's looking at it. Does he have an angle to pot it here? Just has to hit it softly. He should be on the black automatically into the bottom middle. Or to the top right-hand corner. He did have it, and he's got it. Good shot by Rafat. So, mistake by Fawzi. So, bottom right here for Rafat with the black. And he wants to screw off the cushion, come towards these two reds. So, a little screw needed. Got to get the pace right. Of course, he's got to pot it. It shouldn't be a problem, though. When balls are close together like that, it's usually quite an easy shot. So it goes in. Oh, the black goes on its spot, though. So meaning it's the lower, the one to the left that he's going to have to go for, which is risky, and he won't have a colour after it. He'll have to go for the brown. Good pot, though, and he goes into the reds and opens up the black. That's a great shot by Raphael Hagen. Slightly on the cushion, though. Doesn't really need to do much work. He just needs to roll the black in, and he'll be on the red into the top left-hand corner pocket, but it's not an easy shot. It's a risky shot to take. He's on the cushion. There's limited control, so he just has to get it right. And he has. He's on the red now. He could maybe just follow through and get stay down for the black. 10 points in front now. Still a lot to play for. Still much to do. Red goes in. He stays down for the black. Good angle here to bring the white up towards the blue spot for the yellow. Now, will the yellow go? He's not even going for the black. He's looking at the brown. Got to get the pace right here. Wants to stay be on this side, on the right side of the bulk line. And he's not even touched the brown on first contact. Interesting. Was Rafat trying to pot that and misjudged it? But he's give the slight advantage now to Fawzi as control of the table. And that's not a good shot by Mohamed Fawzi, I'm afraid. Didn't get the stun right. Wanted to be behind the blue there. But has sent the yellow over the pocket. So chance here for Rafat to extend his lead to 13 points. And we'll have an opportunity if he can get close to the green. Not snookered off the green. I was going to say he had a good opportunity to make a snooker. at that angle there, it's slightly difficult. What he can do is hit it straight on the green, send the green down the table, and screw back and try and get behind that blue. Or yeah, you can't get past the pink onto the cushion. You could maybe follow through and do that. He's always going to hit the pink unless it was perfect shot. But 13 points the difference, 25 on the table. Mohamed Fawzi looking at this green. The brown is over the pocket, so this green becomes quite important. And will Mohamed Fawzi try it? He's gone for it. And he's left it over the centre pocket. So this frustration tactic that Rafat uses can be quite effective. And he seems to have worked well over the holiday period, over Christmas and New Year, to refine his game, because he's getting some success with it. Obviously, he doesn't have the skill set as other players, the top higher level players. So his match play comes more into the fore when playing him. And he is a grinder. He will grind, and Fawzi needs snookers now. This blue would be enough to seal the frame, sorry. I don't think he wants to be playing, try and get out of a snooker if he misses this blue, which is what is almost certainly going to happen now. Mohamed Fawzi is searching for a snooker here. And has he got it? Oh no, he snookered himself. Very unfortunate there. He touched the blue touched the top side edge of the middle pocket and went into the bottom pocket, and that means he's snookered himself. Very unlucky. Well, he's managed to hit the pink. Well done, but he's left it over the pocket. So you have to say that was unlucky for Mohamed, but Rafat was able to put himself in this position, and that pink seals the frame. So Rafat Elhagen takes frame 2, and it's 1-1. So 1-1 in this international championship. Losers bracket 3 round between Rafat Elhagen and Mohamed Fawzi. Winner will play Jasper Kuzman in the qualifier for the semi-final playoff, where Jamie Anderson is waiting. First to 4 this. 5 more frames to play. And there'll just be a slight pause in commentary for a moment, for roughly about 10 minutes. And as we pass the 10-hour mark, the 2200 hour mark, great 57 break from Mohamed Fawzi has given him advantage in this frame. 2-1 in front now. And Rafat has plenty to do and work on. Still plenty of points on the table, but 1 or 2 more reds for Fawzi, and that will be enough. Good shot on the red. And that's brought the pink out. That's nice. So far, so good. Rafat has a opportunity here just to get a 30 break, maybe, if he can, or 30 points, just to take him further on into this frame. Pink into the top middle. As the red just above his name on the bottom left-hand cushion. There is one on the bottom of that cluster of 4. You could try, and that would open them up more, but that would be risky. He needs to put some top on this or screw back for the blue. He wants to get onto the pink. So he screws back for the blue. That's nice. That's okay. He just needs to follow through slightly past the blue spot and have a red into the bottom left. Doesn't want to do it too much past the blue spot though. He might have to cover the blue spot. He might be out of position. If he doesn't, the red next to the pink, oh, he's decided to go into them. Had the angle. Now he does have a red into the center here. It should be relatively straightforward, but you never can tell. Probably might be wise to follow through into the bulk area. No, and the red cannons onto the white again. And it has opportunity here for Fawzi. Could have been an easy chance, but this red looks as though it goes past that other red into the bottom left. He's going to bump into the other red to move it out of the way so he can access the pink. Unless he screws back. Yes, he does screw back. But he's left himself tight on the cushion. That's not a great shot, so it has a good lead though. He might try to... Still might go for it. He's going up for the is it the black? Yes, he's gone for the black. So more points. Now has a chance at this red into the bottom left. Just a slow roll down. Bit too much though. Could have hit it a lot less than that. It has a black into the center pocket. Doesn't get it though. And Rafa again says good game before the app has finished. Rafa, black and red, has another red here. Not an easy shot. In terms of position as well, if he hits it's pretty soft, he might go too far beyond the pink. And in a sense he has there. He's got the yellow, but he needs 5 or more, and he's conceded. So Rafael Hagen conceded there. And Fawzi takes the frame. Now, whether that was because he was warned about saying good game, not too sure. But sometimes you need to be careful. Some players are quite sensitive to mind games, etc. And it's been a problem in the past. But good game really should only be said unless the player has actually conceded the match, and ideally it would be best if players can just follow those guidelines. It's 3-1 now to Mohamed Fawzi. Just needs one more frame. Good safety shot by Rafat. Hamid will probably go off the top right-hand cushion into the cluster. So he's looking to get through the gap here. Maybe push the white onto the left-hand cushion. That's what he did, but moved into the red that was hanging around the bottom left-hand pocket. This could be a shot here for Rafat. Both balls are close together, so there's plenty of control. So just needs to try and bring the white out into the table for the black. He's tried the shot, but he's not got the shot. And position would have been okay, but pot wasn't executed. So for Rafat, he needs all frames now. Can't afford to lose any more. And Mohammed needs one, of course. Red into the bottom right. Nice cut. They can afford now to take riskier shots. Be a bit more adventurous, which Rafat can't afford to do. There's a chance here for a red. Will he pot it or will he play safe? It's perfect position just to stun the white, stop it dead where the red is, and send the red round the table. That's what he's done. Rafat can, Mohammed can just push the red below the pink towards the left-hand cushion and send the white, follow through with the white just to, there will possibly could be a red on. That's to the right of the pink. He actually went for the shot there. That's not worked out, so chance for Rafat. No. Mohammed now with a great chance here to finish this match off. Got a 57 break in the last frame. Needs a good position here though. Can he disturb the reds? Has the angle. Goes into them. Has a red into the top left. One into the centre, top centre as well. Can move down for the blue or brown or ball colours. Highest break is 114 by Jasper Kuzman as Mohammed Fawzi misses that red. It was a nice effort. Stay onto the black, but obviously missing the red means Rafat's turn. What can he do? Has this red into the centre or into the top right hand corner pocket? Centre would be ideal for position though. And have to send the white following through if he goes for the top right hand corner pocket here. Try and go for one of those bulk colours into the bottom right. Bottom middle, sorry. Because he's got no option to pot anything from here. That's why the centre was the better option, although more difficult shot. Can, of course, play safety shot here. The default position for Rafat is not to leave anything on for Mohamed Fawzi. Snooker would be even better, of course. And is he looking at the pink here? He is. And he's potted it, and that's a great shot. Maybe he was forced into it, but great shot by Rafael Hagen. Has options now. No, either needs to send the white behind the black. Oh, that's a good shot. Played that very well to stay on the black. Can follow through here for red into the top center. You could screw it back, go off this bottom cushion and back up past the pink spot. Decided on the slow roll for red into the center, but you might go for the top right hand corner pocket here. You could screw back for the black, or you could go up for the pink. Taking his time. All to play for here for Rafat. Good pot, and it's on the pink nicely. Has a red into the top left after this pink. I can screw back for one of the reds to the left of that cluster into the bottom left. Can follow through for the red in the bulk area. And he's got an option for now. Has he snookered himself on that red? Because the pink has to go on the blue spot, and maybe I didn't realize that. Perhaps Rafat didn't realize that either. But does have this red here. You can go around with two cushions and try and get back on the pink again. Oh, he's going down for the black. It looks nice. It looks beautiful. Beautiful position on the black there, off the red. Now, the red on the pink spot, that will go into the bottom center or the top left. So you can work towards that and open that pink spot. Having the pink there would be useful for him. 23 break. Only screw back here. I think that's the option. That's the one to go for. No, he's decided to play for one of that red on the left-hand side of the cluster there that he's pointing at now into the middle, but will it go? He's having a look now. Maybe he should have looked at 4 and it doesn't go. So this red here probably would have been better if he'd screwed back a little bit before the black, where the black spot is. Would have given him a better chance. So he's going to have to hit this quite hard or put some screw in it. And he's gone for the long pot, the bottom right hand, and he's missed it. Now, luckily, I don't think he's left anything easy on. But yeah, it's come away with 21-point lead. So pretty decent there by Rafat. And providing Mohammed doesn't pot anything here, that would have been a good visit. And Rafat should feel confident still in this frame. And that's not a good shot by Mohammed. He's left the red into the center on, which will open the pink spot. You can stay on for the black here, or you can go on for the pink and put that pink there, but he does need to maybe open up a few of those reds on the right-hand side of that cluster. Now, will he screw back here? He can screw back, and if he goes too far, oh, and he's just about on it. He can dink that red in and come out towards the top left-hand pocket for the black, just slightly. Actually, it's a bit more wider than that. He might have to go for the pink here. He's going to have to put some pace on it. No, he stayed for the black, but he's not hit it hard enough. He should have gone for the pink there, I think, or judged it better in terms of pace. And Mohammed has a red into the bottom center here. So these mistakes by Rafa are understandable though they are just highlighting the difference between the two players. And Mohammed here on paper should make a considerable break. Moves into the reds. Now, that loose red has covered the other red, but there's a possibility of a plant here. Should it be quite straightforward? Yes, he gets it, but where's the white going? That's gone too far. He's overhit it. End of break. And it's going to be hard to get it safe. He might just put the white on this left-hand cushion. There's that red in the bulk area. Is potable into the centre pocket from the bulk side. So end of break for Mohammed. Rafat back on the table. 21 points the difference. And Rafat looking at the reds near the pink. And he knows he can't put the white into the bulk area because it may give an option for opponent on the red into the center. So well, that wasn't a good shot either. Overhit that. He just wanted to touch the red onto the cushion and stay in the safe position, but this red now is available and it just needs a dink. Although this bottom right hand pocket is never straightforward. And there you see. So Rafat has a chance here. Red into the bottom right hand corner pocket again. But he needs to make sure he comes back round and into the centre for the black, but he's not going for the... Oh, now he is. He's just having a look. And he's having a look again. He doesn't like the look of the red on the bottom right hand corner pocket. So he's looking at this red left of the pink but one through the two reds above it and into the top left hand corner pocket. And he's got it. And he has position on the black or the pink. He could, if he likes the look of that pink, he could keep the black there for safety, a safety net, and just push the reds into better positions or away from the pink, especially that one right next to it on the left there. Gets the pot and has a red. Can obviously has the red down here as well, so had some safety nets to fall back on. Just shows he's thinking and thinking ahead. Wants to win this match. 29 points the difference now. 59 on the table. It has a colour to go as well. So for Rafa, it's $65 if he goes for the black. But in terms of Mohammed, So it's 36 behind Mohammed, and there's 51 on the table. Sorry, 59 on the table. Right into the bottom middle here, past the pink. Just a very, you can move on to put the pink into the bottom left-hand corner pocket. The natural momentum of the white should put him in that position. And he's missed it. Not easy shots then, but he's let Mohammed in. And he just has to get good position after this red. And he can use that red to cannon off to give him position. He's missed the red. So Rafat back in with the red on. And the red's all around the table, open spaces. On paper now, Rafat should kill this frame off and take it to 3-2. Red goes in, but he's taken the white up too far, screwed on. He just needed to touch it slow there or take it in a better direction. I don't even think he's got the yellow. He's left himself with a hard pink now. Obviously, some people would say he should play safe here. He's gone for it and he's potted it. He's out of position here, so 60 points to 17. 43 the difference. 51 on the table. Needs to get safe. He could just send the red to the left on the left-hand cushion where the black is. But he's hit it into the open space and it's behind the pink. But Mohammed Fawzi has a chance on both of the two reds that are on the outer side of the table. And he's going for this bottom one for position on the blue or the yellow or green. But hard shot is with the awkward pocket, bottom right. No. And a kiss. Double kiss back onto the white has put it in position for the red. So you'd have to say that Rafat, it seems this frame, or Mohammed wants to give Rafat this frame. It was like his name is on this frame, Rafat's. On the pink. Mohammed needs snookers now. A colour and one more red needed. To make it 3-2. Slightly out of position again. Probably overhit that and wanted to have an option for red into the centre. I think he can still try that shot. Or red into the top left-hand corner pocket. Going for the centre, but he's missed. So Rafat leads 67-17. Mohammed Fawzi needs two snookers. Good shot on the red and great position on the black. Nice. Now probably try and pot the red again and leave him on the pink. So two high colours off the two reds. And then he'll work on the snookers from the yellow onwards. Could, of course, use the red. Maybe pink here. Although the black will take, once he's potted the black, the white should come round the bottom here. But he's played it in a way where he's taken it to the top side. And now, perfect opportunity for a snooker here, although with him being near the cushion, he might not be able to stun it or hold it. But he should be able to get a snooker here quite easily. Could follow through and send the white behind the blue and the green and send the yellow to the side of the table. And he's left it behind the brown. So he's got what he needed. So good shot by Forsey. Elhagen needs to stay on his toes now. He's got to hold on a little bit more. He's got to make sure he gets out of these snookers. And he has. So snooker 1 by Forsey, not successful. Tried to put the yellow behind the blue and green, but he's opened them up, and it's a disadvantage that to Forsey. That was useful to get snookers, which he needs to, but spreading them out like that has made it more difficult for him to do that. Plus, it's not a snooker, and it's a possible pot here. Shot to nothing here, or well, he's not even tried it, Rafa. That's strange. He's gone on the attack already. Well, ultra defense in attack by not allowing Mohammed to make snookers. That's the tactic he's chosen, rather than just trying to finish the match off by potting the yellow. He would probably have to pot the green as well, but I think the yellow is all he needs. Yes, yellow is all he needs, Rafa. And he's on the table here. Will he go for this centre pocket, bottom centre pocket? He has. And he's got it. So frame to Rafa Elhagen, barring any foul on this shot. And it's 3-2. Green seals it, of course. Mohammed says good game. So 3-2 now for Mohammed Forsey in this first of 4 match, international championship match. No breaks. They start off again. Rafael Hagen breaks off. Good break behind the yellow. Snookered on all reds. Maybe can only hit this bottom red. He can. He sends it up to the other side of the table, which will affect how one plays safety, but it's hit the green. Now that red is on for a pot. Rafat looks at it, but looks into the cluster as well to see what his options are. No. So you went for the red, but I'm just going to refresh this page. Just going a bit slow. Mohammed potted the red, Rafat missed. Black into the centre. Wanted to go into the pack though. Still has an option here for a straight red into the bottom left. Let's hit the black, but it's not put it in position, so end of break. Barring any fluke, of course. I have to send the white back into the bulk area. He wasn't able to do that. And got his algorithms wrong there. And went into the pat, but no harm done, nothing on. I felt looking at a plant, possible 2-ball plant though. Taking his time. He's gone for it. Oh, and it just wobbles in the jaws. But that's letting Fawzi. This could be dangerous for Raphael Hagen. No. So Fawzi not able to take advantage of that chance. Now Rafat's turn. 2 more frames to play in this match. Black into the centre. Will it go into the top right-hand pocket? Gone for the blue. Missed it. Nothing on really, just the red, loose red on the top left-hand corner pocket. Just a drop onto the pack for Fawzi. Both players need to be patient. Well, tried to pot the red, but as a safety net, he brought the white back to the bulk area. Decent shot. But there is a chance for Forsey, though. It's not completely covered the reds. Red in the left-hand corner pocket by Forsey. Now, can I get some pace on this white after this black? Obviously needs to pot the black. Pot goes in. I might have gone a bit too far there. The red, the top of that cluster would have been on if he'd stayed behind the blue spot. And he's only got difficult options. Risky shots, risky reds in the middle of that cluster. So he's had to play safe, but he's nicked on the other two reds. And where's that red going? Right over the pocket is the answer to that. And Rafa has a great chance. Obviously, the difficulty here is getting position on a colour. Unless he just hits it very, very softly and then goes for the blue and works from there. I was going to say just ram it in and just hope for the best. You can see the pink at least, but not really in a position to pot it. That's the yellow, of course. But the reds are very nicely spread now, so if you can get a good snooker or a good safety here. Potting the yellow, if you can get a screw back on this, it may be worth it. And that might be nice, you know. Is that red past the pink? If it does, then this is a great opportunity. The pink into the top middle for the next shot. He's got it. There's the pink into the middle here. Screw back off the bottom left-hand cushion, back into the reds. Or hold on for the red in the top left-hand corner, closest to the top left-hand corner pocket. You can follow through. Just send the white up towards the blue spot, but not after the blue spot. And he's gone for the top right-hand corner pocket for position, and that's a great shot. In terms of execution. Now, does the black go past the red for the left-hand pocket? Perhaps he may need to check that. Otherwise, he's just got the pink to work with in the moment. But he should be working towards freeing that black. That will be a priority for him. And he didn't get enough screw back on that for it to go into the two reds there. But he has still got position on the pink. Now, just a soft touch here. Put the pink into the bottom middle. And then he has the option of either the left top or bottom left-hand reds near the top and bottom corner pockets. Get rid of one of those two to open up the black. And he can use the other one for the next shot. And he's put Bit of screw on that. That's quite nice. He just does it in a different way. Just rough that. And he's looking for the other red, but that may be a mistake. It might be worthwhile for him to pop this red down here in the left-hand corner pocket and free the black. Otherwise, the black won't be available, but he's going for this red. And that might be a mistake. He has an angle now on the pink to go into the other reds, of course, but he's only playing with the pink. If he's happy about that, then that's okay. And he's missed the pink. And has he been fortunate not to leave anything on? So only managed to put 19 points on his scoreboard there, and it looks as though, well, I think by the looks of it, his body language, so to speak, looks as though he can reach this red. He could. Now, so Rafa may be thinking about that choice of red he went for. And the black is now available in that pocket, which Mohammed goes and pots. And he wants to screw back and cannon off the red to the left of the red he's going for to hold on for the black or pink. He didn't really need to do that. He just potted it in a soft way and can just follow through here for the red into the top left-hand corner pocket. Or screw back for it, whichever he feels. Holds on for that red. Top left-hand corner pocket. Now he needs to be careful he doesn't go out of position here. Hit it softly so he's on the pink. Good shot. After this pink, those two reds will be on for the top left-hand corner pocket. Pink goes on the blue spot. Shouldn't really make a difference. Although it might make it a little bit more awkward. Quite a straight angle here on the black. Should be quite easy to get on this red into the bottom left-hand corner pocket here. Just go past the pink spot. And he's not got the purchase on that, so slightly out of position now. This is 26 points the difference. And Mohammed just decides to play safe here. Half snooker on the red nearest to the white. And the other red is exposed over the top right-hand corner pocket area. And red, Rafat doesn't get the red. Has snookered Mohammed on the one he went for with the yellow, but can reach the other red. Might try to get behind the pink here. And send the red to the bottom left-hand cushion. Oh, he decided to send the red back up. That's a nice shot, actually. Snookering on the red near the bottom middle. And possibly nearly snookering on the red he sent down to the right-hand side of the table in the bulk area. Rafa plays, puts the white onto the far corner, top left-hand corner, top right-hand corner, trying to play as safe as he can, but there's a red exposed over the bottom left-hand corner pocket. No, it doesn't get it, and I thought the red could have been going in there. Chance for Rafat now. 26 points to difference, 43 on the table. Red potted black into the bottom centre, follow through for the red down the left-hand side cushion into the bottom left, and follow down with the white for the black spot, and then move up to the yellow, possibly make a snooker. That would be my judgment about the next 3 or 4 moves for Rafa Elhagen. Or he could play the yellow into the centre pocket, of course. But there's the follow through. The red, he can hold for the pink here if he wants. You could possibly screw back as well if he needs to arrange the white for the yellow. He wants to continue with the yellow. But looking for the black or the pink here, and that's a terrible shot. Very bad shot by Rafat. Did half and half, too much stun. Oh, just... And now he's going to play a snooker here, or try and play a snooker. Possibly behind the black, or just behind the pink. Just behind the pink, but he's not got it. So I'll be slightly disappointed with that visit, will Rafat. Advantage now with Mohammed. You can easily put him in a snooker here. There you go. Now Rafat's in a lot more trouble than he needed to be. Probably hit this yellow, but getting it safe. Ideally, if he hits the yellow and sends it beyond the green, and snookers on the yellow behind the green for Mohammed. Nope. Yellow is on now. And then the green, and then the brown, and then the blue. So just those balls would be needed. Could that have been the last shot by Rafa Elhagen? Mohammed Fawzi, 47 points to 28 in front. Just needs the blue. To seal the match, the blue would be needed. This blue to go into the qualifier for the semi-final playoff against Jasper Koosman. Mohammed Fawzi wins the match 4 frames to 2. And Rafa Elhagen will be slightly disappointed. Did have opportunities to be still in this match and still fighting, but that's the difference between these two players in this match, at least anyway. As Mohammed just follows the motions. And it's a 20 break, so that's the end of the match. Frame and match to Mohammed Fawzi, who wins over Rafa Elhagen 4 frames to 2. And will now play Jasper Koosman in the Next round, Jamie Anderson awaits in the semi-final playoff for the winner of that match. And Mike Mora waits in the grand final for the winner of that semi-final playoff. Anyway, that's the end of this broadcast. Thank you for watching. Keep practicing. Good luck and see you next time.